Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 86. We're the Cooker Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
And boy, oh boy, do I have some stories this week, Dave. I don't know about you, but I got some fucking stories.
Well, I think my one story will top your stories.
Okay. I really only have one story, but it's like it takes place over 2 days, so that's why it's stories. Before we get into that, I just want to remind you guys that are watching, listening, anybody who's watching on YouTube, go ahead and just click that little red box down in the corner. It says subscribe. Click that, please.
Yeah, click.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. It really, really helps us out because we're trying to quit our jobs and become famous.
I mean, Joe is.
I am.
I mean, I'd like to as well.
Yeah.
But
I'm actively trying.
but me and Joe are going to take a sip. And you guys can hit that subscribe button.
Yeah. That's all we ask of you. We won't bother you anymore about it. Well, I mean, we'll bother you each week, but we're not going to bother you anymore this episode. So, Continuing on, Dave, do you want to tell your story first? Or you want me to talk first?
I think before we get into the story, I'll let you tell your story first.
Okay.
But I just want to point out that it is more humid than my ball sack in my room. I don't know if ball sacks get humid.
I have no idea.
But it's raining.
Oh,
here it's nice weather. And I walked outside, whatever. It's very comfortable outside, but it is raining. It's 72, and it's just in my room. It's just very sticky, and the AC isn't on because I'm guessing Dad turned it off because he just put like varnish in Tina's old room. So I'm guessing because usually I wake up and it's on and I'm nice and comfortable, but I woke up kind of sweating this morning.
Yeah, it's not good.
No. Shout out Buffy Blanket for not keeping me cold anymore.
Oof.
I mean, it's still cool to touch sometimes, but sometimes I'm just like, no, it's not really working. It was good for for a while. I've had this thing for a bit, right?
I mean, it's got to be coming up on almost a year.
Yeah, so it's been good. But either way, yeah, it's a little humid and sticky in my room. So, and this shirt is not helping either. But
yeah, that sucks. That's not fun.
But yeah, you can go ahead and.
All right, like I said,
happy 4th.
My story takes place over the course of 2 days. So, what's today? Thursday. On Monday, I think it was. I was sitting at my desk. I was doing homework.
This desk you're sitting at right now?
The desk I'm sitting at right now. Which, by the way, got a new desk. It's much, as you can see, the view behind me is, again, my back wall as opposed to the corner of my room. Yeah, don't know if you remember that from the past couple of episodes. But I got a new desk. I found it on the side of the road, like the side of the road, like up the street from me. It was like in my neighborhood. So I drove my car up, popped the trunk, threw this giant ass fucking desk by myself in the back. Couldn't close the trunk, so I had to drive very slowly. Again, it's literally like 5 houses down. Very slowly back down the street. And then try and get this bitch into my desk. It's like 4 times the size of my previous desk.
Like width-wise or length?
Like length. Well, both. It's just fucking huge compared to my other desk. It's probably not 4 times. It's probably like 2.5.
Okay.
But
do you have were your roommates home at all?
Oh yeah.
You didn't want to ask for their help or anything?
No. One of them offered, and I was like, no, I'm good. It's just like dragging this desk along the floor.
You talk to them?
Occasionally.
Like, oh, hey, how's it going? I'm going to work. See you later.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the extent of our conversations. But anyways, so I got this new desk, and I was sitting at it doing homework on the 5th. And as I'm doing homework, I go, wow, I'm fucking starving. So I ordered food off DoorDash, which I've been doing a lot of lately. I got to stop doing that because I'm going to start running out of money again. But I ordered food, and I was like, what the fuck do I want? I actually don't think it was off DoorDash. I got Papa John's because I wanted pizza, but I didn't want to pay a lot of money. So I was like, Papa John's is the way to go. Papa
John's good.
Yeah. Had it, actually. And they deliver. So I was like, it's decent pizza. It comes with a little pepper in it and some garlic butter sauce. It's great. I ordered this pizza at 9:30. Now, when you're going online and ordering it as opposed to calling, it doesn't tell you how long it's going to take until after you've paid for your meal. So I put everything through, paid for the pizza. It goes 119 to 129 minutes. And I go, over 2 hours for pizza? And I couldn't cancel the delivery because I had already paid and there was no cancel option. So I was like, fuck it, I'm waiting. Like, I want this pizza. I'm committed already. So I was like, I'll do the homework. The pizza will not take that long. I guarantee it. And sure enough, it didn't take that long. I checked like, I don't know, maybe half an hour later, and it said it'll be on it. It'll be here in like 3 to 8 minutes. Now, I live 8 minutes away from this Papa John's. So like I could have gone and gotten the pizza myself, but I was doing homework, so I didn't.
But that's the point of delivery. We don't want to.
Exactly. I'll pay the extra fees to not have to move from my seat. So I saw that it said 3 to 8 minutes. I went back to my homework. I finished my homework in about, I don't know, maybe I didn't. I think I finished one part of my homework within 15 minutes after that. And I go, pizza's still not here. What the fuck? And then I looked at the app and it said 5 to 10 minutes. And I was like, how is it 3 to 8 15 minutes ago and now it's 5 to 10? And I looked at where the driver was at 3 to 8 and he was like up the road from me. And then at 5 to 10, he was down the road from me. And I go, he passed right by my neighborhood to deliver other pizza instead of stopping on the, like, it made more sense for him to stop in my neighborhood and then keep on going as opposed to what he did. Regardless, roughly 5 to 10 minutes later, my doorbell rings. I was on the phone with Shannon. My roommate answers the door. I go and get said pizza. Now, I had also ordered a 2-liter of Dr. Pepper with said pizza. I go out.
2 liters?
Yeah, well, that's all that. Well, I didn't want a 20 ounce. It's a whole large pizza. So I get a 2-liter. So anyway, so I go out. My pizza's sitting on the oven. And I told my roommate, thanks for grabbing it. And I walk out there, and I'm like looking around. And I go, where the fuck's my 2-liter? There's no 2-liter. So I was like, okay, well, maybe he put it in the fridge. So I looked in the fridge, nothing. And I go, they fucking forgot to deliver my 2-liter. Now, like, I walked out after the doorbell rang. It had to be like within a minute. So like, okay, maybe he's still like out at his car, like looking at where the next order is being delivered. So let me walk outside really quick. I look out, no car within sight anywhere. And I go, okay, this motherfucker's gone. So I call Shannon and I go, this is what just happened. And I'm pissed about it. And she's like, well, that sucks. I go, well, let me go. I'm going to call Papa John's and figure this shit out. And so I call Papa John's. I go, hey, I just got a delivery. I ordered a large pizza and a 2-liter Dr. Pepper. I go, the Dr. Pepper never came. And
but Dr. Pep ain't here.
Yeah.
Son.
And so they were like, oh, we're sorry. Do you want... now, I should preface this with, I called. I was on hold for like 3 minutes the second they answered the phone. And so I hung up after the 3 minutes of hold and called again. And then they put me on hold again. And I go, fuck it, this time I'm waiting. So I was on hold for like another 2 minutes. They answered the phone. I go, hi, you forgot my Dr. Pepper. They go, we're really sorry. Do you want that delivered or do you want a credit for it? I go, I'd like it delivered because I paid $3 for it.
Right.
So please bring it to me if that's a possibility. And she goes, yeah, please hold. And so puts me on hold easily another 5 minutes. Easily.
Kill me.
And so she comes back fucking 5 minutes later. She goes, all right, the driver is on his way back to the store. Once he gets here, he'll grab the Dr. Pepper and he'll be on his way. And I go, all right, thank you. Sounds good. That was at 10:30, maybe 10:45 p.m.
How late are they open till?
Delivery's open till midnight. The store itself, I think, is open till like 11, but like you can take delivery orders till midnight. So now I go back. I'm eating part of my pizza, dry, I may add, because I didn't have Dr. Pepper to drink it to wash it down. And I'm finishing my homework. I finished my homework at 11:59, which is the time my homework's due. And Dr. Pepper still hasn't been delivered. Now I told you pizza's been delivered at 10:45. I called shortly thereafter, or I called right around that time, and they said it'll be there shortly. It is now an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half later, and I have finished half of my pizza, have not had a sip of Dr. Pepper. I am pissed. So I call back at midnight on the dot, knowing that they are now closed. And they answer, and they go, Papa John's, sorry, we're closed. And I go, no, I know. I called a while ago and asked about what the fuck did I say? Oh, I called a little over an hour ago and asked about my Dr. Pepper being delivered. And she goes, oh yeah, the driver just got back to the store. He's on his way to you now. And I go, sounds good. Now I know that I live 8 minutes away from this store. So it should take him roughly, let's say he's driving slow, 10, maybe 12 minutes tops if he hits every red light on the way there. So I'm like, all right, I'll sit in my room and I'll keep the window open. I'll keep an eye out for him because I don't want to ring the doorbell at midnight. And nothing happens. It's like 12:15, 12:20. I go, okay, let me go outside. Maybe he's like pulling up any second now. Go outside. I sit outside for 10 minutes. Never shows up. So I call Papa John's at 12:30 in the goddamn morning.
Oh my God.
And this time I'm expecting nobody to answer. I go, surely they've scammed me and they're not delivering my Dr. Pepper. I call. A guy answers the phone and he goes, Papa John, sorry, we're closed. I go, no, I know you are. I called forever ago about my Dr. Pepper being delivered. I then called back 30 minutes ago and I was told that he was leaving the store. I'm just wondering, where is my Dr. Pepper? And he goes,
is this guy getting Dr. Pepper on me or what's going on?
And he's like, give me a second. Let me check on that. I go, okay, thank you. So he looks it up. He goes, it looks like the driver left 19 minutes ago, which was 10 minutes roughly after I had called. And they said that he was leaving then. So I go, okay. I was going to say it only takes 8 minutes to get to my house from this place. Where the fuck is he? But I go, he left 19 minutes ago. They say he's on his way. Let's take their word for it. So I now sit outside for another, it's got to be at least 10 minutes. And finally see up the street, rounding the corner, Papa John's little thing on the top of the car, and I'm like, oh, thank fucking God. So I stand up, I go stand on the side of the road, so he knows that I'm the one waiting for this fucking Dr. Pepper. This old fuck with an accent, don't even know where he's from, gets out of the car. And he goes, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, it happens, it's fine. I'm not gonna be me doing old person, you know? And
I just said, give me my Dr. Pepper, get the fuck out of my driver.
Right? So he opens up his trunk, and I'm expecting him to open up his back seat. He opens up his trunk, and I see my Dr. Pepper sitting there in a freaking grocery bag. And he hands it to me and he goes, I'm so sorry. Like, he goes, I got back in the car and I started driving away and I realized when I got to my next location, I saw your Dr. Pepper there and I realized I forgot it. And I go, and you didn't bother maybe coming back to drop it off or anything. But anyways, he was like, yeah, I'm so sorry about that. He goes, I went back to the store. I wanted to get you a cold one. I go, oh, I appreciate that. I didn't need a cold one, but it's the thought that counts, I guess.
That's
and he goes,
fucking fridge.
He goes, would you like some extra garlic sauce as well? And I go, sure. I still have half a pizza left. No more garlic sauce because they only give you one little measly container. I'll take the garlic sauce. He hands me, just loose in his trunk, I might add, 4 garlic sauces. He goes, here you go. And I go, thanks. And I walk back inside. And that concludes my night. I finished my Dr. Pepper. I finished my pizza. I went on about my day. The next day, this was now Tuesday, I was at work. I told the story at work. Everyone thought it was a funny story. They were all like, what the fuck took Papa John so long? And then I went to Shannon's house after work to take care of the cat and to take care of the plants. As I was leaving Shannon's house, for some reason, I got a craving for none other than Papa John's pizza.
Oh my God, you have no self-control.
So I'm driving down the road. And I look up how far away I am from Papa John's because I know it's on my way home at this point. So I'm like, all right, I'm 6 minutes from Papa John's, where I am currently. Let me place an order for pickup. So that way when I get there, I've already got 6 minutes of wait time ready to go for what I imagine takes maybe 25 minutes for a pizza. So I call. The phone answers. They go, Papa John's, please hold. Click. No, usually, like the day before, they said, Papa John's, would you mind holding? I go, yeah, that's fine. And they put me on hold. Today, it was just, Papa John's, please hold. Boom, I'm on hold. So I sit on hold for 3 minutes, and I go, fuck this. I'm almost at the store. I'm hanging up. And so I get to the store. There's like a crowd of people outside who I imagine are waiting for the pizza, and there's a couple people inside. Looks like, and then there was somebody ordering. So I get in line behind the woman ordering, and I walk in. I order my food, and she goes, it'll be about 20 minutes. And I go, all right, sounds good. I grab my 2-liter Dr. Pepper. I stand in the corner. Because I ordered this time a medium pizza instead of a large, but basically the exact same thing. I stand in the corner for.
Wait, hold on. Backtrack.
Yeah,
you
please.
Finished a 2-liter Dr. Pepper in that one night of you eating that large?
I think I finished the Dr. Pepper because I still have this one left. This is from Tuesday,
and it's from the second one though.
This is from the second one.
I just realized,
and it's Thursday, and it's not gone. So I finished the first one with the second pizza.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So 1 2-liter, 2 pizzas.
Gotcha.
Anyways, so I'm like, all right, sounds good, thank you. So I'm standing in the corner, waiting on my food. I look at the time. I ordered it at like, let's say it was 8:57. It was definitely 57. I don't remember if it was 8 or 9. And shortly thereafter, a woman comes into the store who I saw waiting outside, and she goes, "Excuse me, how long on my pizza?" And the girl who took my order goes, 10 minutes. Walks back outside. That girl then leaves. The girl who took my order. She clocks out. She's out of here. New woman takes over. 10 minutes later, that girl from outside walks back in. She goes, "Excuse me, how long on the pizza?" Yeah, she asks for her name, looks at the screen. She goes, 10 minutes. The girl goes, "That she just told me 10 minutes ago." And she goes, "Well, it's in the oven now. The oven takes 10 minutes. So it's 10 minutes. And she goes, "No, that's fine. I understand that. But like, why would she tell me 10 minutes if it was 20 minutes?
Yeah.
And she goes, "I don't know, but it's 10 minutes. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. So now I'm sitting in the store. There's more people are coming in. They're all like waiting for their pickups. And there's nobody at the front counter. That girl just walked away. Phone starts ringing. It's ringing. And I'm like, is anybody going to answer this fucking phone? I'm about to answer the goddamn phone. I see the bitch in the corner making the pizzas, throwing the dough up in the air. And she puts the dough down, reaches over, grabs the phone. "Papa John's, please hold." Click. And I go, "That's the bitch who answered my phone call." And that's what she was doing. She would answer the phone because the phone rang multiple times after that. She would answer the phone. "Papa John's, please hold." No answer from them. Puts him on hold, hangs up the phone. Does not tell a soul that the phone just rang and that she just answered and put them on hold. Now, the phone is loud. I imagine everybody heard it. But she answers, puts him on hold, goes back to making the pizza. Nothing. Nobody picks up the phone and says, "Sorry about that. Can I help you?" And so the phone, they would hang up and then call back and then get put on hold again. And so I was like, what the actual fuck is going on? So more people start going up to the counter with this girl who's up there, and she keeps telling them 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Everybody's 10 minutes. And I go, I'm just going to sit back here and wait. I go, I'm at about 15, maybe 18 minutes right now. I'm going to give them 25 before I go up and ask. Just because there's a lot of orders. And what the fuck even happened next? Oh, so now this girl who's at the counter, she came back up to the counter eventually. She was telling everybody 10 minutes. She walks away. The phone starts ringing. She literally looked at the phone and just walks to the back of the store. And I go, okay. So then Dough Girl over here says, "Papa John's, please hold," hangs up the phone. And then a new girl comes up with the old girl, and they're both standing up there, and the guy who I assume is the manager, he's got an AirPod in and is also making pizza in the back. He comes up and he goes, "Hey, I need one of you to be up here at all times, and the other one of you can be doing whatever in the back." And the new girl who came up, she goes, "I'll stay up here, you go ahead." So now the girl who's telling everybody 10 minutes walks away. This new girl answers the phone. She's doing stuff. And I go, all right, we got some movement here. We got some action. So now people start coming into the store again. They're like, "Hey, how long?" And she's finding pizzas that have been sitting on the shelf for 15 minutes, that she's been telling everybody 10 minutes. So the pizzas are all there. And people are walking out, getting their food. Everybody's happy again. Now this girl, that lasts about 5 minutes. And then she walks away and just stops caring about her job. That's the attention span of Papa John's workers, is about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And so she walks away and shit starts going wrong again. And now this new girl, this is the fourth woman within about 25 minutes. She comes up to the counter covered in flour, head to toe covered in flour. I imagine she's the one making the dough in the back.
Yeah.
Covered in flour. And she gets up to the counter. A couple people come up and they go, "Hey, I think this girl's name was like, I don't remember her name exactly. Let's just say it was like Annalise or something like that. Not a hard name, but like if you don't know exactly how to spell Annalise, like you're going to be a little confused." So she like tells the name Annalise, and like the girl starts typing it in, and she can't figure it out. What my imagination cooked up was that she couldn't figure out how to spell it, got embarrassed because she couldn't find the order, so then walked away. She like said, was like, "Give me a minute," walked away and just like kind of hid behind the pizza boxes and was talking to the other workers back there. And so I imagine she was like, "I don't know how to spell her fucking name. I can't find her fucking order. I don't know what the fuck her name is. I can't understand her." And I'm like, oh my fucking God. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Dude, just put Anna.
Yeah.
Anything.
Literally,
like
just put an
Anna,
A.
An L, Anna Lease.
Yeah,
Anna and
Annalise.
Lise.
So she comes back to the counter and she goes, "What was your name again?" And she goes, again, it's not Annalise, but that's the name that keeps going to my head. She goes, "It's Annalise." And she goes, "Do you have your receipt?" And she goes, "No, why would I have my receipt? I ordered it over the phone." And she goes, "Well, I need the order number." And she goes, "Well, I don't have that." And so then the girl who is like the second new girl, who was the one that was productive answering the phone and everything, she comes up
okay.
and she goes, "What'd you say the name was?" She goes, "Annalise." It wasn't Annalise. And she goes, "Oh, it's right here." Grabs it, gives it to her, the bitch walks out. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. A couple other people come up.
I'm so confused how this woman just couldn't hear Anna at least and just turn around and look for
I
at least
don't
the
know.
beginning.
I have no idea.
Or
So,
obviously it's not Annalise, but
so then the girl covered in flowers still standing at the counter. Another person comes up. Now, at this point, it's been 25-ish minutes for me. She comes up, or another person comes up and goes, "Hey, my order's this." And they go, "Do you have the receipt?" Because this girl's just done typing in names. She's looking for the order number so she can find it that way. And they go, "I think it's out in the car. Give me 1 second." She comes back in with a crumpled piece of paper, is trying to unfold it. Other girl comes up. She goes, "What was the name again?" And they were like, "It's this." And then she goes, "Oh, it's right here." Hands it to them. They walk out. And I go, "Why is this girl not running the restaurant right now? Why did she walk away in the first place?" And so I go up there. I go, "All right, it's my time." I walk up. I go, "My name's Joe, Joe." And she like looks at the computer. She goes, "Do you have the order number?" I go, "Yeah, 0198. Here you go." I hand her my receipt. I was ready to go. She starts looking at it, typing it in, staring at the computer screen. And I go, "It's not that fucking hard. It's Joe. 0198 is my order number." Other girl comes out from behind the pizza boxes. She goes, "You say Joe?" I go, "Yeah." Hot, like literally, like I swear I just saw somebody put that box there. So like I like perfectly timed it. My box was very hot. And I was like, "Thank you." And I just turned around and walked out. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, no.
These people are going to be dumber than shit.
Yeah, I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. The girl who had answered my phone call and said, "Papa John's, please hold," put me on hold immediately, was doing the same thing to every single person that called. They were basically just denying phone orders from happening. The idiot, who's I assume was the manager, has got an AirPod in, making pizzas, not paying attention to anything else. He's perfectly fine with the girl making pizzas next to him, answering the phone and saying, "Papa John's, please hold," not having anybody answer the phone. And I'm like, fucking Jesus Christ.
Because, it's just less work.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. And you could just, like, see the anger building in the lobby of, like, people like, there was a woman leaning against the bathroom door. She was just getting progressively more angry. There was a couple guys in front of me by the fridge. They were getting progressively more angry. Everybody's just starting to get real angry. And I go, somebody's going to come in here and murder all of these people one of these days.
Oh my God. I've been like, listen, this bitch in the back over here throwing the dough. She's answering calls and she's just hanging up. She's probably not even putting them on hold. She's just hanging
just
up.
Click.
She's like, "Yeah, please hold." All right. Don't call back.
Back to the pizza.
Back to the pizza.
I'm honestly surprised you didn't just leave the phone off the hook. So everybody gets a busy signal when they call.
Right.
I was so in awe.
I'd have been irate.
Yeah. I should have answered the phone when it was ringing and been like, "Papa John's, how can I help you?" And they go, "Hey, I'd like to put an order for pickup." And I go, "Hey, how long for pickup?"
Are all the workers like young?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. And it shocked me on Monday. Now I was like, all right, it's 4th of July weekend still-ish. Like 4th of July was yesterday. Like it's the 5th. Maybe there's still people down here. Maybe they're all ordering pizza. But I was still shocked at like 10 p.m. at the fact that it's saying 2 hours for delivery. Again, it didn't take that long, but that's fine. And then the next day, it was still like a lot of people. I heard the manager say, "Hey, when people call, or like set the delivery time to like be like it's going to be over an hour for delivery." And so I was like, "How busy are you on a Tuesday at 9 p.m.?" Like, I can't understand that many people in the Orlando area, not even Orlando area, are ordering that many pizzas at 10 p.m. and 9 p.m. on a Thursday or a Tuesday.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's multiple Papa John's.
There are several Papa John's in the area.
Yeah. Do we have a Papa John's here?
I have no idea.
I know we have Domino's is pretty good. Like it's it's not like
I prefer Papa John's over Domino's.
I don't think I've never had Papa John's, as I said. Even though when I said nah, I just said that. Just say it. I never had it. And same with like Domino's and Wegmans, and I'm guessing Papa John's. I feel like they're all in the same category of just like it's pizza. It's not like gourmet pizza. It's not like pizzeria pizza.
Yeah,
but it's good.
It gets the job done. Yeah, Little Caesars. That's
Little Caesars. We got Little. Oh, I told you that.
Yeah.
Little Caesars today. And it's not the greatest,
but it gets the job done.
I got condensation on my desk.
Nice. But yeah, I was just like, I was absolutely, livid at this point. I was like, I can't believe what I'm witnessing. And now, like, I don't expect everybody to be like Disney and have like the best customer service in the world and like everybody's all happy all the time. So like, I expect to walk into a Papa John's and people look like they don't want to be there because like they don't. But at the very least, I expect my pizza to be given to me at a reasonable time, and for you to know my name.
Yeah, not stare at a screen like how to spell Joe or wonder what the fuck's going on. Who even knows what was going through her head when you said JOE019A?
Yeah, she was probably like, "What is this robot telling me right now?"
Yeah,
I just couldn't believe it.
I couldn't even get the questions out of my mouth. I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah. It was a wild time, and I was like, I'm never getting Papa John's again. And I probably will.
Yeah, you probably will.
Because it was, ultimately it was good pizza.
I feel as though Disney does not have spectacular service.
What?
So I feel as though you said it's not like Disney, where like everybody's happy and you get great service. Does Disney really have
Dave, stop picking at your fucking arm.
Dude, it was killing me, man.
Yeah, you're doing this on the internet right now.
Boo-hoo. Okay, it's not like I'm jerking off or something. Okay, this thing was like a mound on my arm.
Oh, that's lovely.
Like
yeah,
a bruise. God damn. Anyways, I feel like Disney, they got their fuck ups.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But we're at least gonna answer the phone when you call us.
Oh, don't hire me then. Like, Disney, have a fucking shitty day, right? That's what I'd say.
Yeah.
So now, speaking of Disney, 4th of July.
Yeah.
How were their fireworks? Did you see them at all? Or watch
so they didn't do any special fireworks for the 4th, which I was a little disappointed. They just did the regular show, which is like, still plenty of fireworks. But yeah, I watched them with Tyler, Katie, Kara, Kristen, the whole Keen family.
Yeah, the whole gang.
Yeah, we watched them at the beach, at their resort. And it's a good time.
And now, do any of their fireworks like do anything special, or is it just fireworks? Like, do any of them blow up with a Mickey face?
No Mickey faces. Like the regular show is mostly regular fireworks. There are like cube fireworks, like during the Toy Story thing, like they look like boxes. And there's hearts during like the sentimental part. There's one that looks like a flower. That's really cool.
I couldn't remember if they had like anything cool, like
during like on New Year's they do like it's like they'll like shoot fireworks that are like numbers.
Oh, I wonder how that happens. I gotta look that up.
Yeah,
it's not.
Also, Shannon texted me after last week's episode and said apparently Disney does do their own fireworks. It's not like they don't have like a contract with somebody. They do make their own, which is why they're able to do the fancy
hired
fireworks.
A guy.
Yeah, they hired a guy and they were like, "You're our firework dude."
Yeah. You make our fireworks. You make them go 1, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 1, boom, or whatever.
I saw a video, on the 5th of, it was like 10 years ago or 9 years ago, on the 4th of July, this fireworks show in, I don't remember where it was. Let's say somewhere in Texas. There was a electrical malfunction, and all of the fireworks that were set to go off throughout the show went off at once.
Yeah.
And it was just the loudest thing I have ever heard.
like an airstrike rolling through.
That's exactly what it was. Crazy, Dave. I wish I still had the video, but it was insane. But
I would pay to see that.
oh yeah, I would absolutely love to see that.
Like just to be
Just
under,
like a 30-second fireworks show that's a million fireworks at once.
Yeah, literally rumbling through your feet.
Yeah, you can probably feel the heat
touching the ground, and the shaking like a mile radius.
Yeah, really.
It's like a small earthquake.
You're deaf afterwards too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't get I said I was playing Apex with Ben the one night. I don't know. It might have been Sunday night then. I don't know. But he said something about fireworks. He goes, yeah, whatever. And I was like, all right, you don't like fireworks.
Yeah.
I go, you're lame. Well, I didn't say he was lame, but you're lame, Ben. He goes, they're just stupid and loud. And
I don't get how people don't like fireworks. It's fun. They're fun. They're bombs going off in the sky that are pretty colors.
They're safe bombs that you could play with.
Yeah.
Much, you know? It's just, I don't know. It's just pyromaniacs over here just lighting the... I don't know. Ever since I was a kid, you know? I just
like fun.
Taking a firework, taking a smoke ball, taking a snapper, throwing it at somebody's face.
Just lighting that shit up and boom! It's fun. Because you know what? Fireworks, realistically, I mean, they could kill somebody. But, like, how rarely or how often do people die from fireworks? Probably almost never. I'd say maybe once a year.
And now how often people get hurt? More often.
Oh, all the time. You can get hurt, but, like, nobody's really dying from fireworks. Now, I'm sure somebody will prove me wrong later, but that's currently in my mind, nobody dies from fireworks.
I agree. Well, okay, well, I don't agree with that, but I agree with, like, it's definitely not that often that somebody's in Florida man kills somebody with
well, I'm sure that's a real thing.
With a firework or something. Like, definitely these people getting hurt, like the mortar falling and facing towards a crowd of people.
Yeah, somebody's gonna get hurt.
The house, someone's getting a firework to the face, and that thing's blowing up, and someone's going deaf. Maybe.
Yeah. Now I will say, if it's close, like if I aim the mortar at you and it hit, that'll probably kill you. But
I wonder how much force, because that thing goes high in the sky, and if you're point blank with that thing,
it might go right through you.
Yeah. I couldn't even imagine.
I think I'd rather it kill me on the way through than blow up and kill me. Because imagine like getting the knockback. You're just like, oh god, like a wind knocked out of you, and then it blows up and you die. It's like, that's not fun.
What if it wasn't strong enough to go through your body, but only through the front half, and then it blew up?
Oh god! I don't like fireworks anymore.
Wait, hold on. I got to turn my head around.
Okay.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be wild.
What if I want to see? It'd be cool if MythBusters did a test like that. If a mortar could go through somebody, so they get their pig skin dummy, or whatever that they usually use. That weird Jello thing.
Yeah, it's
whatever it is.
I don't remember what it's called.
And then just shoot it like, all right, we're gonna test it from 5 feet. Okay, it went through the body. Okay, we're gonna test it from 10 feet. All right, it'll hit you. It'll like give you a really big welt, and might burn off like some layers of skin. And then like 20 feet, it's like, all right, you can get hit with this, and you'll just be bruised.
Yeah,
you know,
and deaf, bruised and deaf,
because I mean those things go.
I mean, hundreds of feet in the sky sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least 100 feet. So if someone's 5 feet from this thing, that thing.
But I mean, like they're going up, and it's like it's not like a fast like. I mean, some of them are, but like they're not all like.
I mean, it goes boom.
Yeah, the initial one is fast, but like once it's climbing, it's just kind of like it's like the residual momentum behind it. I think that's like the initial blast is only maybe 10 feet, maybe 50.
Okay, 75.
I don't know about that.
Okay, I don't know how high. Actually,
what is the velocity of a firework?
I'll look it up.
No, I'm already doing it. You keep talking.
How high do average fireworks? How high does the average firework go? Rockets shoot 50 to 300 feet in the air depending on the size, quality, and atmospheric conditions. Simple bottle rockets will fly 50 to 75 feet in the air. 8-ounce rockets will shoot approximately 150 feet in the air. Larger rockets can fly upwards of 250 feet.
5-inch shells tend to reach around 130 miles an hour.
Okay, next question. Can a firework
Kill me?
go through me?
Oh my god.
Go through someone's head. Ugh. I'll just say someone, please. How dangerous is shooting a firework at somebody? 10-inch professional salute at someone's face can be very dangerous, especially if you use a mortar or a modified Roman candle launcher.
That sounds fun.
Well, see, it just said often this leads to panic attacks up to 1st to 2nd degree burns, emotional distress, or anxiety. So,
There were 18 fireworks-related deaths in 2020, which was 6 more than 2019. So I'd say it's pretty safe.
Yeah, it's not like
many cases of eye and limb injuries.
COVID has killed more people,
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out or RIP, RIP.
Wow.
Shout out.
12,900 firework-related injuries in 2017. And 8 deaths in 2017. So the number of deaths is consistently going up, which is a problem. But
I mean, it makes sense. Generations are getting more dumb.
That's fair.
It says it's 7 point, so about 8 deaths per year, average.
Yeah.
So it's not.
I'd take it. I'd risk. Like your chances of dying are very low.
Now I wonder if that's just the U.S.
I don't know.
Because if it's the whole world, then 8 people.
8 people in the whole world. That's nothing. More people die every day.
Right, just by being old.
Yeah, just old fucks. Anyways, Dave, what's your story?
So my story is about me going to Groton this past weekend for the 4th of July. So yeah, it was a 2.5 hour ride or drive to Groton or whatever, because it's like near Ithaca or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we get there, we're having a good time, blah, blah, blah. I'm just gonna skip to the what?
Blah 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 blah.
Blah 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 blah. Anyways, I'm just gonna skip to the story part. If you have any other questions of what else we did that night, you can ask away. But we're gonna skip to pretty much the ending of the night.
Okay, this is where the story happens.
Yeah, this is where the story happens. About 3:45 in the morning, I think.
Jesus.
Everyone's people have gone home. People have gone inside to go to bed. Me, some of us start walking towards the front, or I start walking towards the front to go to Will's car to get my stuff, like my pillow and blanket.
Mm-hmm.
And Will and Vinny, they also are getting their shit. And I see a car that had just turned down the street that we were on. And then it just like stops. So now this girl's driveway that we were at, it was like one of those horseshoe driveways where you could just pull in one side and come out the other, whatever. So it's like the street, and then here's the start of her driveway, and then it loops around, and then the other end is like over here, whatever.
Yeah.
So this car pulls up. This is a start of driveway. Comes like right here to the, but like not on her side of the road. I mean, it's a fucking out in the sticks over here road. So it's not like it has two.
There's no lines. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a road. But either way, it's closer to the other side.
Yeah.
And it's just stopped there. I go, oh, who is this? Because I'm like, is somebody You getting attacked?
Thought I heard something.
Um. So I was like, is somebody getting picked? In my head, I'm like, oh, somebody's probably just getting picked up. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, who's this? So Will says, I'll go check it out. Okay, you go check it out.
Is Will dead at the end of this story?
so Will goes check it out, and then Vinny goes, well, I'll go with him. All right, cool. Everything's good in numbers.
Yeah.
Or buddy system, whatever.
I always use the buddy system, yeah.
So they go over there, and then we're just standing there watching, and I see the car leave. So they're over there, and once the car leaves, I see 3 people. I'm like, well, there were only 2 people over there to begin with. So nobody's coming to this house now at 4:00 in the morning. What's going on? So I'm like, I'll go over there. So now I walk over there, and Vinny's running his mouth.
Oh, Jesus.
To this guy who just got out of the car. And what I later found out was it was a taxi dropping this guy off at his house. Because I don't know if this part's actually true, but he was at a bar, and I heard that he got kicked out of the bar. So this guy's intoxicated.
Yeah.
So he's talking shit. He's saying, yeah, well, I've got like 5 other guys over there who'll beat your ass too. And I'm like, great. Okay. Never been in this situation before.
Yeah.
I've never had a guy say that I could fight on his behalf.
Yeah.
So cool. Okay. So we're walking up, and Vinny so the dude's name is Jay. He's like, what? He's like, what the fuck, man? Like, you trying to fight or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then Vinny's there, as I'm walking over there too, I'm hearing more of it saying, like, Vinny keeps saying, yeah, I could beat your ass. I'm faster than you. I could run further. And I'm like, wait, so you just said that you could beat his ass and you got 5 other guys, but now you're going to say you can run away? Is that what you're being a bitch now? Oh, I can just run away from you. I'm faster than you. I don't know. Maybe by the time I got up there, he was saying, well, I'll just, he was like, you can't catch me, whatever. So he was like, why? But maybe it was something like that. Who knows?
Yeah.
But Vinny just keeps backing up, and this guy's just kind of walking towards him. And
so wait a second, you're at this random girl's house, and this guy just shows up to this house, but he
lives there.
Oh,
he lives, there's a house across. Yeah, my bad. There's going to be blank spots. Yeah. Ask questions, please. Yeah, he lives there, as I later found out too. That was more towards later in the story.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I'm telling it from my point of view. And so, like, it won't come to my head until I found out, usually.
Yeah.
So yeah, he got dropped off at his house.
Which is like across the street.
Which is across the street. And so basically, it's like, it's his property and they were on it. They weren't.
Oh, okay. So they went over to find out who's getting dropped off.
So the car pulls up. Will goes check it out. Vinny goes check it out. They were on the road the whole time. So that's public.
Yeah.
But he kept saying, well, you guys were on my property, whatever.
Yeah, because he was drunk and
stupid, whatever. But even if I was like, I just got out of my car in front of my house and there were just 2 random fucks right there.
Yeah, I'd be like, who the fuck are you guys? Like, what the fuck do you want? Yeah.
So, understandable.
Yeah.
But now, of course, Vinny had to start talking shit where he doesn't belong. He is miles away from his hometown.
Yeah.
So, and he's only got 2 of his friends who don't often get into tussle with people.
Yeah.
So, okay. So he starts backing up, whatever. And Vinny just like starts running down the road, not like fast, just kind of like jogging backwards or whatever. And we start walking because Jay is going after him. Just like he wasn't running after him. He was just kind of like walking towards him.
Yeah.
Like tell him to get the fuck out, go back, whatever. And Will hands me his phone. He had a flashlight on, and like you could see where he was going. Yeah. He was like, "Hold this," and Will go somewhere. And now I'm walking with Jay, and I was like, trying to be, level with this dude, trying not to piss him off. And I'm like, "What's up, man? What's going on?" He's like, "Well, these fucking guys, they're in front of my house or whatever. talking shit. This is my house, like I get dropped off here, and I'm like, okay. Well, he was like, who is this guy? I'm like, don't know.
You're like, I don't fucking know that dude. Beat his ass.
Right away, I didn't want to like piss this guy off.
Yeah, you didn't want to say you're friends with this guy who's talking shit to him.
Like, and then, because I didn't know the whole situation.
Yeah. Because maybe Vinny's in the wrong. Minutes. Yeah.
So,
I think that makes you a bad friend, but.
Well, wait till you hear some of the other story, part of the story, because so we're walking, and we keep going. He was like, "You guys need to get the fuck out of here." So then Will comes back, and we keep walking, and then he's like, "We gotta find this motherfucker, dude. Like, where's he going?" I'm like, "I don't know where he's going, dude. I'm not from around here. I don't." So we keep going. He's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? He just kept repeating himself, like, what the fuck are you guys doing? You guys need to leave. What the fuck are you guys doing? You guys need to leave. I'm like, okay, whatever. So eventually we keep walking, and now in this whole like of where it started at his house to how far we got walking was probably the distance from our house to Tim Hortons. Maybe less.
Okay, so like
no,
almost half.
Never mind.
Or almost a quarter mile.
I would say from our house to the bridge.
Oh, so not even close to.
Yeah, no. It really wasn't that, but we were walking, and then we kept stopping.
So
then we
couple hundred yards.
Yeah, so like we just kept like we walked. So from his house, then we pretty much walked past the house we were at, and got to their neighbors on the other neighbor, and so it's like his house, the house we were at, neighbor, and then like neighbor. So there's like 4 houses that you could probably see. And so we're going back and forth. We're stopping. And so then at one point he was like, we got to find this man. Okay. Like a manhunt. And I was like,
that's what Jay was saying to you?
Jay was saying, he's like a manhunt. We got to find this motherfucker. Okay. What's he fucking doing? So now.
About Vinny.
So now I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, let me try and get on his side. Let me try and be his ally for a second.
Oh, God.
So I'm like, yeah, like a manhunt. And now, as soon as I say manhunt, he gets the crazy in his eyes. Okay, he's standing. He gets down, looks me dead in the eye, and he goes, "Yeah, like a fucking man." And I'm like, okay, I said the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're telling him, we're like, Will's saying, Jay, he's not worth it. Okay, Will's just trying to calm him down. Yeah. Okay, Will's like, he's not working. He's gone already. We don't even know where he is.
What, Vinny ran into the woods or something? Where the fuck did he go?
Dude, no idea. No idea where he went at this point. Okay? He's gone. In an area he has no idea where he is.
Yeah.
It's pitch black outside. Yeah, he's got his phone. So now we keep trying to calm him down. Now he's like, you guys need to get out of my block, okay? You need to get out of my hood, okay? And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna say anything. So in my head, I'm like, we're in the fucking middle of nowhere, dude. You got no block.
There's no hood here.
Okay. So then he's like, I know all these people, whatever. We've all got these 2 guys. They got AKs, whatever, blah blah blah. AK-47s.
I know what you meant.
Yelling.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So now as he's walking back, he's saying, guys, if I need to start making noise or whatever. And now as he's saying this, his voice is getting louder. He's saying, if I need to make a fucking scene and blah, he keeps yelling. He's like, I'm going to fucking yell to make a commotion out here so my neighbors know like what's going on. And he yells to the neighbor on this side, on the girl's house side. He goes, Dale, more country fucking name.
Fucking Dale.
he goes, Dale, get your shotgun. Now he looks at the other side. Cliff.
Oh, so these are fake names for sure.
I think they're the real names.
There's no fucking way that Dale and Cliff live on the same goddamn street.
Well, I know Dale's real because that's her neighbor. She goes, yeah, no, he's cool. He knows my dad. Later in the story.
Oh.
But, yeah, that is his real name.
Damn,
I don't know about Cliff.
Dale and Cliff are real.
But he lives there. He knows these people.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but he says, Dale, Cliff, grab your shotgun. He's shouting it. He says it, I don't know, 4 more times throughout the night.
So now he's turning on you guys.
Throughout the walk. He's just saying it. He just keeps saying it, whatever. And we're like, I'm like, I don't think we need to go there, Jay. To be honest, yeah, I don't think we need guns. Okay. Yeah, right to bear arms, cool. We don't need it here.
Yeah.
Right? We're just a bunch of stupid kids that got in your way. I didn't get in your way, but they got in your way.
Yeah.
Whatever. So yeah, at that point, I was like, I was trying to get on his side of, going to get Vinny about the manhunt thing, but then he got the crazy in his side and started shouting for guns. I was like, nah, okay, I'm back on my side. Okay. So then I don't know. Obviously I don't know what, I'm not checking the time at this point.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it's after 4 a.m.
At one point we're just stopping. He's telling us we need to get the fuck out of here. And he stops. He's like, listen guys. And I'm like, oh, maybe he's calmed down.
Yeah.
He says, he's just like, stop. He's like, listen guys. He looks at me and he goes, like, you guys seem like good guys, whatever. I like how you look. Looking at me, and I was wearing an American flag hoodie, a Bud Light cowboy hat, jeans, and boots. That's what I was wearing. 4th of July, America. So he goes, I like how you look. I was like, thanks. You. And he gets closer to me, and he goes like this. So he gives me the compliment. I say, thank you. And he goes, shut the fuck up. And I go, okay. Just dead ass, as angry, and not as angry, but like straight face, just shut the fuck up, man. And I'm like, okay. So I was like, there's no side with you. I just can't be your friend. Cool. So
did he not actually like the way you look, or
I don't know. I don't know. I just
very confused by that.
Gives me the compliment. I say thank you, and he says
maybe it was a rhetorical compliment. Maybe you weren't supposed to answer.
Yeah, if I would have said, I mean, next time if he compliments me, I'm just going to say fuck you, because obviously he doesn't really care about what I'm wearing. But yeah, so I was just like, thank you. And he goes, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, and I just say, put my hands up, and I'm like, okay, whatever. So, he said, I think he says, a couple more times, Dale, Cliff, get your shotguns, fucking, let's go out to Timbuktu, fucking rally this guy. I don't know. So I don't know what that means.
Neither do I.
So eventually, he just kept telling us to get the fuck out of here. We were like, we don't know where that guy is. He said to get the fuck out. So me and Will, I was like, Will, let's go. I was like, Will, come on, let's go.
Yeah, like we're done here.
Let's go. And we turn our backs and we start walking away. I turn the back to the enemy, which I was a little skeptical about. But
after he's shouting for Dale and Cliff over here.
Yeah, I was whispering to Will, also having my left ear to the back of me.
Yeah.
To see if I all of a sudden hear stomping feet coming towards me, and I had to duck and like flip this guy over my back or something. So we start, and I'm whispering to Will, and I'm like, should we just go back to, now we stopped at Will's friend's house first to meet with them so we could then follow them to this house.
Okay.
So I said to Will, I was like, should we just go back to Timmy's house? Or should we go back to the party? And he's like, I don't know. I was like, I think we should just, because if we stop off at this house, he's going to say we're still in his hood, blah, blah, blah. And we're walking, we get closer to the house, get closer to the house. And Will goes, just make it right. Just go into the driveway. I'm like, okay. So as soon as we step foot into the driveway, he's like, no. I'm like, shit. He's like, no, this is where you belong. This is not where you belong. Okay, get the fuck out of here. And Will goes, this is where we came from. We were at this house. And so we stop at Will's car, and he shout. Oh, by the way, he was also saying back a little bit while we were on the road. He was saying that this house that we're at has a German Shepherd that's going to rip our arm off. Which, by the way, I've been here for about 9 hours. Been playing with that dog all day. It's not going to rip my fucking arm off.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's shouting.
You and the dog? Tight.
Yeah. So now he's shouting for this dog. He's yelling at the top of his lung. The dog's name is Zara. Zara. He's yelling, Zara! Yelling for this dog because now we're on this property.
Yeah.
dog barks at him a couple times because there's a not random dude,
but a guy screaming at her, yeah, or him.
guy screaming, whatever. And so we're standing there, and then the girl comes out, like they've been outside this whole time, I'm guessing. She steps out and she's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "There's a couple guys, blah blah blah." So me and Will standing behind his car. At this point, he's talking. Now I don't know what's going on right there because now me and Will start talking. We're just like, dude, what the fuck, man? And we go behind. There's a truck to our right. We're in the driver, and there's a truck on the grass. We sneak over the truck into the darkness, and sit behind the truck. So he goes, "Do you think we could just sneak into the backyard?" So I look up and I go, "I don't think so."
Yeah,
because I think, because now he's talking, we're thinking, okay, he just kind of doesn't see us anymore. If we just stay out of sight, out of mind, okay? If he doesn't see us anymore, blah, 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 he's just going to think we're gone. So we're sitting there, and I go, he's standing like right there. Like, I can't really tell you, like, it's kind of hard to tell you where he was or where we were.
He was at the end of the drive. He was at the end of the driveway. You're, at the.
No, he's now at the house.
Oh, okay.
Like he's talking. He's close with these people. He's like at the bottom or like the top of the loop where where the driveways meet. So he's like there, and so it's like him. There's a car here. People. There's a car here. There's a car here, and then there's truck and like another car. So we're by like the truck area. And so when I look, I'm like, no, I don't think we can make it, whatever. So we're sitting there for a couple more seconds, a couple more minutes, whatever. And then Will just gets up and like walks to the backyard, like around a car next to the garage and then to the backyard. And it happened so quickly. I just was like, I'm sitting here. I don't think I can make it because I'm wearing a bright ass fucking American flag shirt that he's going to recognize because he complimented, maybe, I don't know. So I feel like he's going to see me. So now I just sit there. Now this whole time I'm just listening to the conversation now. Will's gone. I'm all alone. Don't know where Vinny is at this point. Yeah. Sitting in the pitch black, sitting on the ground. So I'm listening to their conversation. That's all I can do. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to chill here.
Yeah.
I'm gone. He doesn't know where I am, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm just sitting there on the grass, leaning my head against the truck, just staring at the sky. Okay, yeah, it was a good fourth until we almost getting fucking murdered out here.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to the conversation. The conversation is just like him saying about 15 times he said he pays his taxes because he was saying, well, I live here. I pay my
taxes. That's always the fucking argument. You go, I pay taxes here.
I'm paying my mortgage right now. Yeah. Paying my taxes, paying my mortgage.
But you're a fucking deadbeat. Like,
he's like, he's like, I know these guys well. Your dad, I know him. And she's like, yeah, I've seen you around before. She's like, hi, nice to meet you. He's like, yeah, your dog sees me all the time too, because I'm usually running down the street. Because he runs a lot, likes exercise. He's like, you usually run around midnight, whatever. And he was like, you guys probably see me. I'm out here running my underwear, whatever, with my dick out. And I'm like, dude, he said his running his underwear and his dick out like 3 times too. I don't know what he does in his free time. Okay.
Yeah. What the
he
fuck?
runs with his dick out, runs in his underwear. Who knows? But he was like, yeah, run 1 miles, whatever. And then while they're talking, it's a girl. And I think it's like 2 other guys, whatever, 3 other guys. And they're like, they actually recognized him. They're like, oh, you work at this place. Yeah, we were there earlier. He's like, oh, cool. He said also a little thing to mention about Jay. He brings his own wine to the bar and pays for a glass so he can drink his wine.
The fuck is wrong with this guy?
I don't know. He likes to bring his own wine, pays like $4. People do that, but like the bar will be like, okay, pay like $4 for what it would be for like a wine, because you're not going to just sit here and drink your own wine. Like, get the fuck out. Or I've seen it in TV shows where they're like, okay, pay $4. We'll give you a wine glass. You can drink your own fucking wine, you weirdo. Something like that. So I don't know. So now in my head, I'm like, dude, what is this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. You're running with your dick out. You pay your taxes, you pay your mortgage, and you drink your own wine at different bars. You're weird. So they're talking, blah, blah, blah. They keep talking. They said something about, I don't know if I heard this later or if somebody else told me, but either way, they were like, yeah, you want to crack open a beer or whatever. So eventually I guess they said, I think this was later I found out, but I didn't know what they were doing at the time. But yeah, it's definitely later because, so they were like, they sat down and they just kept talking. He kept hearing talking. When I'm sitting there, and at one point I was like, I'm just gonna lay down and close my eyes. You know what?
Oh my
I'm
god.
just gonna go to sleep here, okay? Because I'm not moving from this spot. It seems whatever. So it's like I close my eyes, and I don't know if I closed my eyes first or if Vinny came back first, because I hear Vinny come back and he said, "Yeah, I just ran 5 miles," and I'm like, "Dude's still here. He's gonna fucking," but nothing happened. I hear him say, "I ran 5 miles," and then I hear nothing else. And like the chatter just kind of goes away because I thought he was still there. I'm like, okay, maybe he just forgot who Vinny was or something like that. Whatever, because it's been, who knows. Once again, I haven't been looking at the time. So whatever, a little bit later goes on, my phone starts ringing and I have the ringer on.
Oh god.
So it's like in one of those movies where like your phone starts going off and you start freaking out because you think the murderer is about to find you.
Yeah.
So I'm like this with my eyes closed, and I fucking I don't wake up. I sit up, both hats fly. I have a camo hat on backwards on top of the cowboy hat. They both fly off, and I'm like, have jeans on. I'm just fucking hitting the button, as many buttons as many times on the side I can to shut this phone
only
off.
has 3 buttons. You're hitting all of them.
I'm just like gripping this thing, just like close, man. Shut the fuck up. So then I'm like, it's like you do that thing in the movie. This is literally straight from a movie of what happened. I literally am like, here's the phone. I'm like, no. Okay. Like no arm is coming out from the car or something, like grabbing me or something like that. So I'm like, okay. So now I'm sitting there. I'm like, I reach for the hat. I crawl to the hat and my hat. They went like 4 feet in front of me, whatever. 3 feet, who knows. I grab those, sit back down. I think I fell asleep for like 10 minutes or something like that. When I woke up, I hear people talking. And it sounds like I hear Will's voice for sure. And I thought I heard Vinny's voice. So I'm like, okay, Jay's gone. Thank God, dude. I get up with anger to just ready to fucking hit Vinny.
Yeah.
But I walk in. So what it is, it's like a house. Then it's like it's concrete where they have like their patio chairs and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then it's like the garage, and there's kind of like there's like a roof above the patio. It's just like a flat roof. Excuse me. Damn. It's just like a flat roof.
Yeah.
So I walk into the opening, and I'm like, fuck you, Vinny. And I look, and it's the girl's house we were at, Will, Jay, at the end of the table, and like 2 other guys, I think. And they all just look at me. And I see that Jay's sitting there, and I just whip off my hat and run into the house. And I'm like, I have like a heart attack because I'm like, you just saw me. The killer just saw me. Okay, man. I rip it off, take off my hoodie, take off my shoes. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to the bathroom. I go to open the bathroom, door's locked. I'm like, oh, there's somebody fucking in here. God damn it. This dude's going to come in behind me because he's going to have to go to the bathroom or something. And he's going to fucking kill me. Okay. So I knock on the door. And I didn't want to knock loud. I didn't want to bring attention to myself.
Yeah.
Whatever. Nothing's happened. I hear the door open. And Vinny pokes out his head.
You're like, fuck you!
I come in there. I'm like, fuck you, Vinny. What are you doing? He was like, where you been? I asked him, I was like, where the fuck you been? He was like, I was hiding behind a fucking tree in a ditch because this fucking psycho's on loose. And now he's sitting at the fucking table. And I'm like,
I fell asleep behind a truck.
I was like, you had to fucking open your fucking mouth, blah, blah, blah. We're whispering, yelling.
Yeah, it's the best kind of argument.
And I'm like, what the fuck's he doing out there now? He's like, I don't know. I came back and then I came in here because I was like, why is he sitting there? He's like, Will's out there. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. So we're just sitting in there. I'm like, you're such a fucking moron, dude. Okay. And I'm just like sitting there like slightly. By the way, half like my my drunkenness like completely went away after all this started. It was just like a buzz, a solid just buzz going on. And then finally I sat down after. I was like, I was just sitting there like, oh my God, dude, just like, holy shit. And I'm like, you're just a fucking idiot, dude.
Yeah.
And then whatever. So now we're sitting there, and he goes, oh, someone's calling me. I'm like, oh, maybe it's Will. He looks at the phone and says no caller ID. I'm like,
it's fucking Jay.
I go, how fucking creepy is that in my head? So he answers he tries to answer the phone, but it's too late. And so then they call back immediately. And I'm like, okay. So he calls the phone. He goes, hello? And he starts talking. I'm like, oh, is it? You know, who the fuck is it?
Yeah.
But whisper, but like mouthing it. He puts up his hand. He's like, shh. He's saying, he's like, yeah, there's this guy. I think he's kind of drunk. You know, he's threatening people. I think he's just had too much to drink, and now he's at this house. I think he needs to be removed from the premises. And I'm like,
it's a fucking 911.
He's like, I'm like, who are you talking to? He gets off the phone, and he goes, it was the police. And I go, how did the police have your number?
Did he call the police?
I'm like, how the fucking police have your number? He goes, I called them. I go, you called the fucking cops?
I fucking knew it. So they're just like, how the cops have your number? They go, oh, I'm on speed dial with the cops.
Dude, I'm like, how'd the cops have your number? He goes, I called the fucking cops. I go, you called the fucking cops. So much shit is happening and running through my mind right now. He's like, yeah, of course I called the fucking cops. There's a psycho on the loose, whatever. He goes, as soon as I got back to the house and got in his bathroom and locked the fucking door and fucking.
Wait. He called the cops after he got back to the house?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The dude was.
He was still there, yeah.
He was still there. He was like, what the fuck's going on, you know? So I'm like, oh my shit, dude. He was like, and it wasn't like, it was like the wellness. I don't know what he called it.
It was a wellness check.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Wellness check. He called them. And also he was like, yeah, I don't think we need lights or anything. You know, I just think.
He goes, keep it on the DL, please.
But that's pretty much what he was saying. He was like, I don't think we need lights. You know, just show up, get this guy off the fucking property, whatever. But he was like, but as he was saying, he was like, I'm pretty sure Vinny was still a little drunk, maybe. I don't know, because the way he was talking, he was like talking slow. He was like really thinking about what he was saying. He was like, yeah, I think this guy has had too much to drink and he's threatening people. And I'm like, you fucking drunk out of your mind talking to the fucking cops right now. You fucking moron. So I definitely don't think any of us were really that hammered.
Yeah.
You know, because it was like we were all just ready to go to bed pretty much. But so now we're just sitting in there, and Vin was like, I gotta take a piss. So he takes a piss.
And you're sitting in there.
I'm sitting. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm just, and then he goes, so my eyes are closed, and he's like facing, you know, away from me. He goes, oh no, Dave, I'm playing with myself. Don't look. And I was like, fuck you, man. Okay.
Now's not the time.
You. I was like, you're such a moron. You know, whatever. I'm like, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, you know, whatever. Nothing bad has happened because the cops are on their, like, nothing bad's happened. It's all gonna be good now because the cops are on their way. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine. So now we're sitting. He goes, now when we're sitting there, he goes, Dave, I think we can go out. I go, no. I'm just gonna sit.
The bathroom is my home now.
I go, I think we'll just wait till the cops come because I don't feel like dealing with anything. I literally just want to lay here, dude.
Yeah.
I got like a fucking migraine. I didn't have a migraine, but it was just like I just wanted to sit down. Even though I fell asleep for like 10 minutes, but whatever. At the moment, I was like, no. He's like, Dave, I think we could do it. I think if we just like take our shirts off and act like we just like woke up together, like we're like we just had sex or something. We walk out, hair's a mess.
What the fuck?
Like, I'm not fucking doing that, Vinny, okay? He's like, I think it would work. I think we could just walk out there, join the conversation out there. Nobody would know. Well, he wouldn't know. I'm like, we're fine, okay? I was like, unlock the door, first of all, okay? He's like, I'm not unlocking the fucking door. I go, just unlock it in case someone's got to get in here. Now, by the way, there's that door, and then there's a door. There's two doors, okay? There's the entrance from like the mudroom type of situation. Like you walk in, and then there's like the dryer, washer and dryer, and then there's the door, and then you're in the bathroom, and then there's another door. And I'm guessing the other door is like the fucking master bedroom or something. I don't know what.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know the layout of this house, but I was like, because I was gonna get out that way. I was like, do you know where this door leads? He goes, no. I'm like, fuck. I don't want it to like go into the wrong room, and I'm just like, whatever. It's like, whatever. So we're sitting there. I lay down, and my head's against the like on the ground, but towards the tub, and I hear someone like walking up from the door behind me, and the door opens. It hits my head. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's Will and the girl who owns the house.
Okay.
And I'm like, fuck, Will. He's like, don't put your fucking head there, okay? I'm like, I don't know where this door led. I don't know who's opening or whatever. He goes, did you call the cops? And he goes, yeah. They're like, they're here looking for you, Vinny. And I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker called the cops, okay? They're like, why'd you call the cops? He's like, dude, I don't know. I was just, there's psycho here or whatever. So they're looking for you, whatever. So he goes out there. We're all standing there. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So he goes out. He comes back in. He says, yeah, they just asked for my information and whatever. That's it. They want to know his name, social security number. No, I'm kidding. Just want to know his name. I'm guessing like address, like what the fuck you doing out here,
Yeah.
blah blah. So that all happens, and then what happens after that? So now we're all just like, he's out there, we're talking. Then I think the girl goes back out there, and Vinny and Will went somewhere, and now I'm just sitting in the house. I think they might have went to the car, but I was in the house, and I kept hearing Jay talk. Jay was still out there, and I was like, is this guy gonna leave?
Yeah.
And now you could tell that the girl was like, she kept giving the hints of what a normal person would know are cues to fucking get the fuck out, because she's like, yeah, it's late. By the way, it is now like 6 o'clock in the morning. This whole ordeal has been like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sun's coming up.
Yeah. Birds are chirping. Sun's coming up. And she's like, yeah, it's getting late. People have gone to bed. Have a good night. And then he keeps talking. Yeah, it's getting late. After she says that like 3 times.
And you're like, hey, get the fuck out.
I'm like, dude, get the fuck. And once again, I did not want to go out there.
Yeah.
I didn't know if this guy recognized me or not, which I don't think he did, because once again, it was pitch black. I didn't have the hoodie on anymore. So, so I was like, whatever. So finally he leaves, and then we all talk about, it was like me, the girl in the house, Vinny, Will, and then like another friend of theirs, and we're all in the kitchen, and we're just like talking about what happened. And now thankfully nothing bad happened, so now it's just a big funny story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're all just chuckling in there, and I'm like we're all just telling Vinny, you're a fucking... Oh, and also while we were once Vinny came back from talking to the cops, I was like, you better fucking apologize to her, like, because you fucking called the cops. You made this problem so much bigger than it had to be, or you made this a problem pretty much. Okay, so I was like, you better fucking apologize to this girl. Okay, he was like, I will. So we're talking whatever. He said sorry. She's like, no, it's fine. Whatever. So now we're in the kitchen talking, and while we're in the kitchen, I'm next to the fridge. So now the whole thing's done. Now we're just talking about it. But I'm next to the fridge, and they have this like whiteboard that's a magnetized whiteboard on the fridge, and I knocked it off once. This is just kind of like a funny part of the end of the night. I knocked it off once. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Picked it up. Then I knocked it off a second time, like a minute later. I was like, what the fuck, man? And then I knocked it off a third time.
What the fuck?
Because it was literally like if you breathed on it, it was like falling off.
Yeah.
It was just like if you touched the corner, one magnet came off and you were done for. Okay? It was falling on the ground. I knocked it off the third time. I go, I'm done. I'm going to bed. and Will was like, what the fuck are you doing, man? I was like, I'm done. I'm going to bed. I walk out, get my shit. As soon as I walk away, I hear it fall again. and Will goes, what the fuck? And I go, yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, fuck you. Fucking asshole. So finally it was the end of the night. We're going to bed. Will had brought hamburger rolls to eat after a night of drinking, so he didn't so it could soak
just rolls.
Plain hamburger rolls. Yeah, plain hamburger rolls. He was like to just like not finish off, but like eat before you go to bed so it soaks up more of the shit. Cause it's not like we had a fucking calzone hut 3 miles down the road to just walk to. So he goes, here, eat this. And I'm like, fine. He gives me the top half. And he goes, oh, don't forget the top half. And I go, I have the fucking top half. Okay. You're giving me the bottom half. I don't want it. Okay. So I start in that. He gives the bottom half to Vinny, whatever. We go in. He called the love seat already. I'm like, fuck you. Because I was going to sleep there. And he told Timmy told Will to tell Vinny to bring his air mattress because Vinny can't, he's like a fucking bitch. He wants his air mattress. So he brings his air mattress. I'm like, oh, well, you fucking could have told me. I had bought an air mattress.
Yeah.
I have one. But whatever. I was like, I sleep anywhere anyways. So whatever. So I see this recliner. I'm like, oh, perfect. But it's not a recliner. It's just a chair.
Oh, no recline.
It just looks like a recliner. Yeah. And it's got like wooden fucking armrests. This thing was harder than a rock.
Yeah.
Man. I laid in that chair and I go, this is uncomfortable. I laid in it like this. I was like, no, it doesn't recline. I mean, it rocks.
Yeah.
But, I couldn't. I was like, oh, fuck. So I turned in it like this way.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck that. So then I lay on the ground. Hardwood floors. No, not really feeling it. I'm like, I'm laying there. I'm like, well, I got nothing else. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm laying there, and I get up and I'm like, there's gotta be something. Someone's sleeping on the full couch. Will's sleeping on that couch. Oh, before we go to bed, Vinny goes, by the way, this air mattress holds 2 if you want to, pussy. And I go, I'm good. Thanks, man. So he's sleeping in that. Will's sleeping in the love seat. And I see the dog bed next to
you do not sleep in the dog bed. No, you fucking didn't.
What Sierra's looks like, that Realtree one that mom got? It's just like a square. It's not like, it doesn't have so it was pretty much just that. So I just lay my upper half on that pretty much and put my hoodie over my face so I don't suck up dog hair in the middle of the night. I do that, and then I just put the blanket on me. I'm like, this is comfy. I could do this. All right. So now we wake up, honestly, probably 3 hours of sleep, maybe 2, whatever. And I look up, or while I'm waking up, whatever, I see that there was an empty recliner in the next room over. So, really?
And you're sleeping on the fucking dog bed.
Sleeping on the fucking dog bed. And later that morning, I was telling Will and the girl who owns the house, she goes, because I was like, I felt, as soon as I said I was trying to fall asleep in that blue recliner, she gives me the weirdest look. Like, how the fuck are you gonna fall asleep in that thing? I'm like, well, I didn't know, bitch, that you have a fucking tree for a chair in your living room, okay? And so then I was like, yeah, I fell asleep on the floor, and then I was like, yeah, I moved to the dog bed pretty comfy. And she goes, well, how come you didn't say anything? Like, I had cots or air mattresses. I go, dude, I don't know. You were gone.
Yeah.
Okay. We grabbed our stuff. When I came in, Vinny blew up his shit. I was brushing my teeth, whatever. I didn't know what was going on. You didn't say at the beginning of the party, hey, by the way, anybody who's sleeping over, I have cots and air mattresses if you don't grab a spot to sleep first.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't fucking know. Whatever. It worked out. I was like, holy shit. And then we informed the people who were already asleep, who somehow didn't wake up during all of this. Not that we were you're in a house, so it's not like you're hearing everything.
Yeah.
The dude's yelling a few hundred yards down the road. So, but everybody. So now the big thing was two of the funniest things that happened. That people kept saying was what happened to me. When he said, hey, I like your look or your outfit or whatever. Yeah. I was like, thank you. And he goes, shut the fuck up, man. So that's a funny thing. And how he just kept saying, I pay my taxes. We're like, do you think he pays his taxes? Because maybe he's just saying that and he actually doesn't pay his taxes.
But he has to say it enough times to make people believe him. Yeah.
Right. It's one of those things. You just keep saying it, but it's actually not true.
It's not true at all. Dude doesn't pay taxes in years.
Yeah. So... So we just kept saying, well, you know, he pays his taxes, so he's good.
Yeah.
You know, if we brought it up that morning. So, yeah, it was a long ass, what turned into, you know, it was a fun night.
Yeah,
Once
a
again,
several hour ordeal.
Yeah. So, because the whole night before that, not even, once again, that was an interesting ride, but the whole night before that was pretty funny. Give you some highlights of that night. I was in a wheelbarrow at one point for my seat, just chilling. I don't know if somebody has a picture. I don't know if they saved it because it was on their story.
Yeah.
I really hope they did, because the dude. So now Groton, this town has one stoplight in its whole town.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how small this fucking thing is. So, so it's like, you know, country, whatever, and I'm sitting in there, and they look at the picture, and they're like, a backwards camo hat on, boots like my Tim's, and jeans, and just like a black shirt or whatever. And Timmy goes, you're one packed lip away from being a Grotonite, you know. You just pack your lip and you'll be a hick. So there was that. I tagged in to a game of beer ball. The girl didn't want to play at first, so Timmy was like, hey, do you want to play? And I was like, sure. And then I stepped in her place. She goes, wait, you can't replace me. And we're like, you just said you
want to play.
So what do you mean you can't replace? She's like, no, I'm playing. I was like, all right, just tag me in if you need. So she starts playing. She opens her drink, you know, because it gets hit, or she hits a can or whatever. You know how beer ball works.
Yeah.
So she drinks a little, and then she grabs me and she's like, here you go. I'll be back. I was like, okay. So now I'm playing. She's drinking a Bud Light lemonade.
Okay.
So we're playing. I hit the can. I start chugging this thing. In the middle of me chugging it, I'm like, this thing is disgusting.
Yeah.
while it's going, touching my tongue and going down my throat, I'm like, I finished it. I'm like, I didn't finish it, but I put it down. I'm like, that thing is disgusting, man. Holy shit. So whatever. So now throw it. It's my turn again. Throw it. I finish it off. Done. So now I'm like in this game, because I'm like, you put me in, I'm gonna be in it to win it.
Yeah.
Right? So whatever we're playing, I'm telling this dude, I'm like, you know, when I get drunk, I'm just like hyper focused.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm telling this guy, I'm like, bro, okay, you're on offense, okay? Or I can only be on defense, okay? You have to be. I can't play anymore. You can be on defense, but you watch your can. I'm watching the ball, okay? You watch the can. I'm watching the ball. He's like, okay. I'm like, okay. So whatever. The ball hits the can. I run for it. Down. So he's going back, whatever. And now I'm stop. Like, as if he hits the can, I'm his partner. I'm like, go. Okay, stop. You know, because they're back with the ball. I'm trying to be a good teammate, blah, blah, blah. So now she gets back. And she's like, okay, I'm back. I'm like, okay. You're defense only. You're not throwing the ball anymore.
Yeah.
You just got to watch the ball. You really don't even have to watch the ball, but like, I would, because you can't touch his can if it like falls or whatever, like, you know. So like if the can falls, only he can grab it and try and save it, blah blah blah. So I was like, just eye on the ball, okay, got it. So they win, thanks to me, I would say.
Nice.
But there was that. We played a couple games of beer pong, whatever. There was watermelon came out at one point. She was walking around with watermelon, dude. First of all, I've never had watermelon while I've been drunk. Because I've had watermelon like before the party,
yeah,
like at our parties. Like I cut up the watermelon. I had it last year. I brought down a whole thing of it and I was eating it. But then once like I start playing, I'm just like not focused on
the watermelon. Yeah,
yeah, the watermelon and food pretty much. You know, luckily.
So do you like watermelon better when you're drunk or when you're sober?
I think it's great either way. I mean, I think it was just I would just like eating something, because like thankfully she had like, it was like there was the big garage. She had like a big garage that was just like empty.
Yeah,
pretty much. She was like, yeah, this is the party garage, pretty much. Like obviously, you know, there was like fucking like bikes in there.
Yeah,
and, like whatever. But like there were no cars. It wasn't looking like our garage, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, but. So she came out with the watermelon. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. I'm following you around all day, son. All day. But yeah, I think it was just, I think I just wanted food, and watermelon's just like my favorite fruit.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
so it probably is just better drunk. But we lit off our fireworks. We'll had like a giant like a Skyworks package, just a bunch of legal ones, you know, just found, which they were pretty cool actually. So we set those off. Dad gave me like some silver bullets or whatever. They were like 10 times weaker than an M80. So they're like, it's like 2 times stronger than a firecracker, but 10 times weaker than an M80. It was like nothing. So I was trying to blow it up in the air. So I was like holding it, lit it, and I'm watching the wick go down in my hand. Watching. And I only had like 4 left. So at this point, this is what I'm trying to, 4 left. And I'm trying to, I see it get close. I throw it, hits the ground, explodes. I'm like, all right, a little bit longer. Watch it. Gets a little bit closer. I can still see the wick. I throw it, hits the ground, blows up. I'm like, fuck, man. Second to last one. Watching. I just see the wick at the end. Like, just, there's a plastic cap, and the wick's right there. I just see the end of it. Throw it in there, hits the ground, blows up. I'm like, dude, how much wick is in this little cylinder, man? I got 1 left. So I'm watching this thing. And now in my head, I'm thinking, I just got to wait till this wick goes down. I should have thought, maybe if I just throw it fucking higher, that would have worked too. But I'm just like, I have to watch this wick go down. Okay, so I'm watching. It literally like goes in, and I'm just like, boom, and it blows up. Like, not right away. It hit the apex.
Yeah.
And then it went down a little bit. Did like partial parabola.
Yeah. Very nice.
And 2 good words right there. Boom. And then I did that, and then like right here. Yeah. 10 feet from the ground or something, like it blew up. Me, Will, and Vinny were like, yeah. Like it's the coolest thing ever.
Fucking so stupid. Oh God.
Yeah. So that was my weekend. I told Vinny too. I was like, dude, we're never gonna get invited back here, dude. This is the most fun I fucking had. We're not getting invited because you're a dumbass, probably.
Yeah, definitely not.
I go, if I hear word of this again, I'm like, listen. And Timmy goes, well, you can't. He texts Will, and he's like, well, Will's fine. I'm like, listen, Timmy, okay? Me and Will are fine. Vinny's not, all right? Fuck him. I'm throwing him under the bus.
Yeah.
I'm coming back. But it wasn't too bad. Hopefully she doesn't hold a grudge on, or her dad doesn't hold a grudge, because I'm sure he'll hear about it from Jay.
Probably,
or something. Unless he forgot. I don't know. I honestly think it seemed like he just was like, he probably remembers the situation, but like
doesn't remember any details.
And at one point also he was like, who are you? And I was like, I'm Dave. And Will told him his name was Doug. Because Will's like, I'm not going to give this. He's like, I'm not going to give this guy my real name.
And so you're sitting there like, fucked up.
Like after the fact, because we were set. Like Will at one point said his name was Doug, but like while Will was gone, I said my name was Dave because he asked who I was, and I was like, well, I'm not going to like jerk around this guy because I don't know what's going to set this guy off. If Will comes up, he goes, Dave, what's going on? He goes, I thought you said your name was Ryan. I go,
it's Ryan David.
Dave Ryan. Ryan David. Yeah, my buddies call me David. It's a whole. I mean, if you want to be my buddy, you could call me Dave if you want. If not, Ryan. It's Ryan.
Yeah, but, Ryan. The name's Ryan.
Name's Ryan, but you can call me Dave. Who knows? Yeah.
Oh God. Let's take it to the trivia here.
Yeah. I figured that story would last a while.
Yeah, I'd say it was a good week for good stories, anyways. Papa John's for me and 4th of July for you.
Yeah, that was the best. That was one of the parties I've been waiting for my whole life.
Yeah.
To one where I go to somebody else's house and it's just like nobody cares. Honestly, like she didn't give a fudge what was happening.
Yeah.
At her house, and I'm like, well, damn. I mean, which is good. Like she trusts everybody that was there. Like, yeah, it's good that even though she had 2 people, I know she had 2 people that me and Vinny and Will, who she's never met before.
Yeah.
Unless she's been to Brockport before, but I don't think she has because when we got there, Timmy introduced us, all three of us. So she's got 3 people coming from a town fucking 300 miles away. I don't know. I have no idea what the miles is, but so she couldn't have known us or whatever, but we seemed like stand-up guys, I guess, except like maybe me and Will, but Vinny came in with his fucking 5-inch inseam shorts on, and
oh god,
he's like, you look like a douche,
yeah,
dude. But then some other guys showed up, and this one guy, dude, he looked like a douche too. He came in, he had like the blonde hair, fucking muscles, came in with a blonde chick. I'm like, oh, this guy,
yeah,
this guy's here. Okay. Name's Tyler.
There's always one at the party.
What a douchebag name, Tyler. And then there was anyways. What was I saying? Why did I bring that up?
I don't know. You're pulling up the trivia. That's all I know.
Yeah, I did. I'm sweating. It is so hot. And
well, then let's wrap it.
Eat my ass.
I got homework to do.
I don't care. Don't do school.
Yeah, I know. It fucking sucks.
Simple. How about this one? 4th one. Who was the second U.S. president to appear on the face of a U.S. coin?
Who are on the coins?
We got Lincoln, penny.
Yeah.
We've got, oh wait, but quarters have so many.
Quarters don't have any presidents.
Oh yeah, it's an eagle and like a different thing.
Yeah. Nickels have.
Okay.
Nickels.
Dude, I don't even know.
Who the fuck's on the nickel?
I know the penny's a Lincoln.
No, Nickels not a president either.
Is it just a Buffalo and then like a city hall or something like that? Or not a city hall, but like a town hall or like.
I don't know. Let's just look at I got some coins here. Oh shit! Oh fuck! We're just stupid. It's fucking George Washington on the quarter.
Yeah, see, I knew there were people. You said no.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's Lincoln, Washington. The nickel is this motherfucker that I don't know. Who the fuck?
What's he look?
Who the fuck's that? You can't even.
It's not Hamilton, is it?
No. Who the hell is
Benjamin
that?
Franklin?
Why don't they label them?
Wait, hold on. BRB.
Who's on the dime? Do I have a dime? Oh, there's this mother. I don't know who the fuck's on the dime either.
All right, this one.
I don't know any of these motherfuckers.
Wait, hold on.
I know Lincoln and Washington. That is Washington on the quarter, right?
100%. Oh, that's like Thomas Jefferson on the nickel.
On the nickel. Okay, so who the fuck's on
like
the dime?
But that's a newer nickel.
The person on the nickel hasn't changed, Dave.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Well, the dude on the fucking dime looks like.
Yeah, they just changed the profile on the nickel. See, this is the newer nickel. That's the look now, as opposed to an older nickel, which is the whole profile.
I mean, on the dime, it kind of looks like
Looks like a bitch on the dime.
Looks like Bill Murray or something.
It does. It does look like Bill Murray. Listen, let's just say the coin.
Wait, who was the second person to appear at face of a U.S. coin? So, all right, this is going to be 1 point. There's a 2 point. This is a 2-point question. If it says the coin and the president, okay, so then it's worth 2 points. So if I was like, okay, it's the quarter and George Washington,
then you get both points.
Right, but if you like,
yeah, but obviously it's George Washington on the quarter because he's the only fucking dumbass.
Okay, never mind. Okay, so we just got to pick one of these presidents then.
Yeah, so we're just gonna have to go with the coin because we don't know who's on the nickel and who's on the dime. So if we think it's the nickel or the dime, we just put nickel and or dime. If we think it's the penny, then we put Lincoln. If we think it's the quarter, we put Washington.
I think it's going to be the person on the nickel.
Okay, we're supposed to write it down, but that's fine.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
I think it's. I don't know when the money came out.
Neither do I. I think pennies have been around the longest, right?
I don't know. Wouldn't they put Washington on a coin first? I put my answer down. this is fucking stupid.
Well, I said nickel.
I said dime.
And whoever the fuck this guy is.
Yeah. George, well, fuck!
Well, you weren't even right because you were like, wouldn't they put him on first?
Yeah, I know. I'm
like,
pissed.
Okay, so I bet you it was the penny first. I bet you it was a penny, and then it was the fucking.
Look up who the fuck's on the penny or on all the coins. This is so stupid. Isn't Sacagawea on the dollar?
Yeah, well, not all of them. You got James K. Polk. You got.
Oh God.
I've got so many dollar coins with.
Just what
presidents
are on the coins? Oh God. Thomas Jefferson on the nickel. Franklin D. Roosevelt on the dime.
What a bitch.
John F. Kennedy's on the $50.
Wait. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Oh, that's Teddy Roosevelt. Dude, when I first saw this, I was like, oh, it looks like fucking Robin Williams. But then I was like, no, it looks like Bill Murray. Imagine if it was Teddy Roosevelt, because Robin Williams played Teddy Roosevelt in Ninth Museum.
Yeah.
So, wait. $50, John F. Kennedy, George Washington. Okay. Wait, who's on the... Oh, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson on the nickel.
So George Washington was the second. So the quarter came out second, I assume.
Well, yeah, that's what the question was.
No, it means when was George Washington put on it? It was the second to appear on the face of a coin. So maybe the quarters came out fourth, but they didn't put any presidents on them until... I don't fucking know, dude.
Either way, we got it wrong.
Look up when the first quarter was made. Yeah, we did get it wrong. But who's closer, the nickel or the dime? Because then we'll give it that way.
1796.
Holy shit.
Not only lacked Washington's picture, they also lacked the denomination. It was probably easy to tell a quarter from a dollar because a dollar had to weigh 4 times as much. There was no value marked on quarters until 1804 when 25 cents was added to the reverse.
So when did Washington appear on the quarter?
When did...
Okay.
1799. Appear on the quarter.
1932.
32.
Okay.
Okay, so now I got to see when did Thomas
Jefferson appear on the nickel? O-N.
I didn't know where I was on the nickel.
38. So you're 6 years off. Now look up Franklin D. Roosevelt on the dime.
Roosevelt. Damn. What is it? The dime?
Yeah. You type so loudly.
Dude, my keys are 1946.
Damn. Yeah, you win. When did Lincoln appear on the penny?
Oh my God. I don't know how to spell Lincoln.
Yeah, that's how you spell it right there.
I always think I mess up. When did Lincoln appear? 1909.
Holy shit.
So you got 1909, 1932, 1938, 1946.
Yeah.
Or 48.
I don't remember. 46.
So 09 or 46, 38, 32, 09.
So you are, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is week 5. So next week's the final week. I'm at 4. You're at 2, 4, 6, 8. You are at 8 points. I have no chance of winning.
Oh, we'll do the same thing.
All right. So if I get it, we tie it up. We go to sudden death.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to point out that Joe cashed in one of his
I did
purchases last week, and it was fucking $9.09. And I go, what the fuck are you buying at McDonald's that costs $9.09, dude? It cost me like an average of $4.
McDonald's is expensive, dude. I get a meal every time. I don't just get the nugs. I get a whole meal.
Stupid. That's stupid.
Getting a meal or that it's
fucking
expensive?
No, that you get a meal.
Why the fuck wouldn't I get a meal?
grab your food and then drink fucking water.
Disgusting, dude. If I'm getting
Or-
nugs and
or
fries, I'm having a
drink.
pop.
Grab a drink at a fucking or like the drink's only $1, right?
I don't fucking know.
It is. All drinks are $1. Large, medium, small, whatever. But then you add the fucking fries. It's like,
The drinks are not $1 at McDonald's.
Yeah, they are.
Dave, no.
They stopped that or something?
Yeah, that's never been a thing. You pay more for the larger drink.
Dude, are you stupid?
Are you?
Joe,
why would they have 3 denominations of size if they're going to all cost the same?
Oh my god. You obviously haven't been to McDonald's in forever.
I go to McDonald's like once a week. You're actually dumb.
Dude, you can ask anybody. At one point, all 3 of them, no matter what the size, were $1.
How long ago was this?
At least fucking, I don't know, dude. Look at this. $1 each.
That's any.
And the other ones.
Wait.
Hold on.
Excuse me.
Beverages. Can you just give me the fucking price, bro? You're just gonna give me the calories because you guys are fucks. Nobody cares about calories. Eat what you want.
Wait. Enjoy a refreshing Coke at McDonald's, an extra small, medium, large for $1 on the $1, $2, $3 menu.
$1. Everything is just $1.
Right.
That has been a thing for a while.
But if you get your fucking shit off the screen here, if you pay for a meal, you're paying more for a large drink.
Yeah, maybe. So that's what I'm saying is you should just say, hey, I want my Big Mac, fuck your nugs and fries, or whatever comes with the meal.
I get nuggets and fries.
I never get it.
I get nuggets with a large fry and a large drink.
Hey, you're fat, okay? You should just get the drink for $1. If they do charge you more for getting a meal, then that's just dumb. But large drinks are $1. That's why I just always get a large because it's like, hey, fuck it, who cares? Because it's $1, and you get like 10 nugs. You're good to go.
I need French fries.
You don't need them. You want them.
Hold on. Let's see what's cheaper. Your option or mine?
What, to just grab your
No. Let's say if I were to get it not as a meal and then just get $1 drink. How much would it be?
I'm guessing it's probably not cheap. It's probably the same. You just think they're going to upcharge you for the drink.
I'm 99% positive.
All I'm saying is you just shouldn't get a sandwich, fries, and nugs and a drink.
So let's say I were to get, where the fuck are the chicken nuggets? 40 chicken nuggets. That's insane.
Oh, I could go for 40 chicken.
It's only like $12 for 40 chicken nuggets.
Dude, remember when we would like
get dinner boxes?
Well, I was gonna say that. Or I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah. But like when I would come to, I think I had like 3 times. I went to Jake's house and I had like 2 when the 2 for $5s were around. I just got 2 10 pieces all the time. My 20-piece nugs would be literally gone in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo. Kid'd be like, oh, we're going to stop at McDonald's. You want something? I'm like, yeah.
All right, 10 piece on its own, no meal. It fucking Jesus Christ is $4.49 for just 10 chicken nuggets. That's $4.49.
So my thing alone, if I got a drink, which I never do,
is like $6 for you.
It's $5.
No, if you got a large drink and a 10 piece, $1. That's almost $6.
How much for the 10 piece?
$4.49. Oh, and then tax. Okay. Now, if we were to do it where I just get, okay, this just says French fries. I imagine I don't know what size that is. French fries are $2.89. So that's another $3. So we're looking at almost $8 plus a drink is $9. So it would cost the same fucking money if I didn't get a meal.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying you got too much for your meal.
There's no. What do you mean, Dave? A meal is French fries as the side, the main course of chicken nuggets, and a beverage.
I'm just saying, don't get a meal.
That's dumb, though.
Why do you have to get a meal?
Because I'm fucking starving all the time. I can't just be satisfied with 10 chicken nuggets and a glass of fucking water.
I didn't say get water, but it's only $1, so just grab a large fucking Diet Coke.
It doesn't make it. I'm still hungry. The French fries put me over.
I was just like fucking $9. Jesus.
It's not that much money.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, let's fucking wrap this shit. Where the fuck can people find you?
For McDonald's. Anyways. DShark101 Twitter and _ David Sharkey _ is my Instagram. Follow either of those for fantastic content. And my eat of the week is probably Mom made grilled chicken the other day. Tasted like mesquite from Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Which when she makes chicken mesquite, and she's like, "Oh, I'm making chicken mesquite," it does not taste like Sam's Club. And this time she's like, "Oh, I'm making grilled chicken," and then I ate it, and I go, "This tastes like chicken mesquite." She goes, "Yeah, I use mesquite seasoning." I go, "Well, don't fucking make chicken mesquite and say it's chicken mesquite when it doesn't taste like chicken mesquite, okay?" So just make this grilled chicken, and we'll be good to go. It's good chicken, the chicken mesquite, but this chicken on the grilled chicken was better.
Yeah.
So I had that like 3 times. And or close competitor, drunk watermelon.
There you go.
You know. And that's all.
You can follow me on my photography Instagram at Sharky _photography. You can follow me on my regular Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Joe Sharky. I just want to thank all of you. I don't know if any of you are listening to the podcast that viewed my YouTube video, but the Beer Olympics YouTube video that came out. Thanks, Dave. It was my highest viewed video, not ever, but like highest viewed video in the span of time that it's been out. So it's been out for coming up on a week, and it's at like 75 views, which is the most it's gotten. Most any of my videos have gotten in the span of a week.
Shout out.
So shout out everybody who watched that. Even if you're one of the people that watched it over and over and over again, still appreciate you.
Did somebody do that? Can you see that?
Shannon. Well, I can't see that, but Shannon has told me that she watched it like multiple times because she just likes it so much. So gross. Good. Anyways, my eat of the week. I don't want it to be Papa John's, but
because of their bad service.
Yeah, because of their bad service. But I don't know what else I've eaten this week besides 2 days of Papa John's. So I think it's gonna have to be Papa John's. What the fuck are you doing, Dave?
Showing you my screen.
Oh no, wait! On Sunday, 4th of July, it was corn day at work.
Oh my god, you're fucking corn.
Oh, dude, that fucking corn was so good. So I like.
Grilled, I'm guessing.
What?
Grilled,
yeah. It's honestly like some of the best shit I've ever eaten in my entire life.
I mean, I'm gonna have to try grilled corn. I've never had grilled corn.
It's phenomenal, but like the seasoning that they put on it is what makes it so good.
Like salt and pepper.
No, it's called Asante Sana seasoning, which is just Asante Sana is Swahili for thank you. Thank you seasoning, and it's got like curry powder and other shit in it. So like, okay, it's good. I have a jar of Asante Sana seasoning. Asante Sana. Either way, it's fucking good corn. So that's my eat of the week. 4th of July, corn day, free corn. That's all. It was free. So
it tastes even better.
Yeah, it tastes even better. So that was my eat of the week. Fuck Papa John's pizza.
Fuck you, old man.
Yeah, he's racist too. I shouldn't have bought it anyways.
How?
Because how is somebody racist, Dave? Like Papa John is racist. Like that's all I gotta say. There's some shit that came out, like old shit that he said. I don't know, or some new shit. I don't know. He said some shit that was racist one time, so people like canceled him. But of course, like they're not going to close the restaurants.
I was saying "fuck you, old man" to the old man who delivered your shit.
Oh, I thought you were talking about "fuck you, old man" as in Papa John.
You were like, he's racist, and I go, man, what happened to this this instant when you grabbed the pop out of his trunk?
No. Papa John is racist.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Gotcha. I said, yeah. Okay.
Oh, you just made it seem like he's not. But anyways.
No, I didn't even. I've never heard anything.
Well, Google Papa John racism, and you'll learn a lot.
With a name like Papa John, yeah.
Anyways, next week we've got a very special guest. Very excited for that. And thank you guys for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk at you guys next week. I'm gonna go watch Black Widow now. Bye-bye, everyone.